We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
He was taken
right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12. And an Eagle 1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
18-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and long for Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Philadelphia.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He's taken down back at his own 8-yard line.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Rolling to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To
Deshaun Jackson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Browns nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's the backup Keenum. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taylor Gabriel, 82 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Wentz's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 29, Mayfield. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Rashard Higgins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score, Browns 21, Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
at the 45-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Wentz going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
now a handoff here to his running back.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Mayfield from the gun on third down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he drops it. Incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
49-yard line.
Ertz sets up to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down, Eagles.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Dontrell Hilliard on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made at the
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
To Today's final score, Browns.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself.